Okay, let's get started. This is the iOS application development course, or iPhone, iPad application development course. And I'm going to do a little bit of house cleaning instruction for IT students only right now, before we get started. And the instructions are showing you where the first two assignments are that you should be working on if you're doing this for a grade. If you click on, if you go to bhacker.com, www.bhacker.com, and you click on Spring 2013, and you click on iOS Application Development, which is the second link down. And if you go into assignments, you should be working on the first two assignments. So I'm going to download these assignments right now and take a look at them, and then you'll see how easy they are. And then you'll be able to hopefully start working on them. You don't want to wait until the very end of the 15 weeks to do all 6 assignments because they are a little bit time consuming. I have gone over most of the stuff in class, however, for the first two, so those should be very doable. If I click on them, I see I have IP-Project 1 and IP.Project 2. I'm opening them up in a preview program here. And for those of you who are just in the iOS course, this might actually look familiar to you. If you're taking both courses, you're in luck, because this is going to look extremely familiar to you. This is the iPhone application development, a simple calculator program. So you're going to write a calculator program. I just actually showed you how to do it. So if you're not in that Objective-C course, you can watch the video from today, actually. And you can go through the exercises of creating those two apps that we looked at. One of them was a temperature conversion program, and the other one was a date timer, a stopwatch program. And I went through a couple of different things on how you could turn that into a calculator, but I didn't actually write the calculator, and I'm not going to write the calculator. Instead, what you're going to do is write the calculator yourself. So it can be any type of calculator. So you can create a general purpose functioning tip calculator. Well, I just showed you the tip calculator actually, but I didn't write the whole thing. Mortgage calculator, car loan calculator, or calculator. You can challenge yourself, create any sort of calculator that you want. It has to be fully functional. That is, the user clicks on the items and the features and it produces the results, hopefully, that is expected. And how to turn it in, you're going to compress the entire Xcode project folder. And how you're going to do that, you're going to click on the folder and you're going to right mouse click and you're going to say compress as an example, and it compresses it, and you're going to upload that. That's what you're going to turn in. So if you're not in both classes and you're just in this one, it's more of a challenge for you, but go ahead and look at the previous, and that's going to be very helpful for the tip calculator. The second assignment, project number 2 for this particular class, is a tic-tac-toe game. This one would be fun. So what you're doing is you're creating a tic-tac-toe game. And I'm going to show you how to use images today. And we're going to look at different features. And so you might see it says create a simple tic-tac-toe game for iPhone or iPad, doesn't matter which one. Determine the required components in the operation for a 2-player mode game. So you have player A and player B. One person has the X's, the other person has the O's. Using Windows, create a suitable grid, an 3x3 grid, of buttons, and then choose an X or an O and start clicking on the buttons, and the button should change maybe. Or you could click on it and an image shows up, or the image changes, or any kind of functionality that you want. The first 2 programs in this particular course are all about clicking, button controls, images, using images to control the functionality of the of the page and of the view. So they're not heavy programming assignments. They're mostly GUI control, but you will have to write a little bit of code to make the GUI work, which is why in some cases if you don't have an Objective-C background and you're not taking that course, you might find the earlier recordings a little bit helpful. As example, just classic example was today's lecture would have helped you with the particular calculator. Anyway, so you're creating a tic-tac-toe game. Design it yourself. Use whatever components you want. You have the academic freedom of putting together anything you want for this, accomplishing the task any way you want. Any look and feel. Except do not copy it from a previous example you've seen on the internet. everyone has everybody. Every iOS class has you create a calculator. Everyone has you create our tip calculators. I mean, all the books have tip calculator examples in there. What's wrong with this? Preview. Okay, let's ignore. Let's reopen. Every book has got a tic-tac-toe game in it, practically. There's tons of tic-tac-toe games out on the internet. I'm going to know if I've seen it before. Everyone's going to have their own unique little ideas, I hope. Express your academic freedom. Make sure your program doesn't look the same as everybody else's program. Make it unique. Make it yours. Do it yourself. That's what I'm saying. If you don't do it yourself, you're not going to get any credit for it. If you're taking this course for credit, which most of you are, then you're going to want credit. So it's a good 10 or so points or so. Actually, it's 10 points each. So you're not going to do well if you give me somebody else's tic-tac-toe game. So plus, you're not going to learn anything either. All right, questions on the assignments. Then let's start some iOS programming. I'm going to stop this video. Then we're going to have, yes? Oh, we do have a question. Yeah.
These two assignments will use a single view controller, right?
Correct. Single view controller. Oh, you're catching on. Have you done iOS development before? Or these are baby These are baby programs. Single view controller, single window application, which is what we're working on right now, actually. We're going to advance past that and have multiple views coming up very short. Not today, but we're going to work on more single views today. We actually got just introduced to this concept, not as well as last class meeting. We talked about single view, and we did tab view controllers last time. So yes, that's excellent. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, we're going to crank out those two programs. So. If you want credit for it, that is. All right, so now I'm going to end the video. At 6:30, someone's going to come in here and give you something about the talent show or something about some survey or something. So just know that we're going to get interrupted at about 6:30. So I'm somehow used to this already.